Hello everyone, welcome back to weekly market analysis session. So here's the dollar index. We'll start with the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame here, we can see clearly last week our anticipation going to last week was that we're going to run higher. I was bullish on the dollar, and but I expected, I gave allowance for a down movement, and though I felt that okay, Monday, Tuesday will give us that down movement, then we'll see Wednesday into Thursday to Friday acceleration to the upside, clearing out the buy side liquidity resting here. Unfortunately, we didn't see that, but we actually traded down into the area outlined. If we go to the daily time frame, we see clearly this is a bullish order block. Prior to this up move, it came back and then retested the bullish order block. Now this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Alright, so we were here when we did the analysis on this was Friday. Yes, this was Friday. So I said that we would see a movement down to retest this bullish order block on the daily time frame. Then when that happens, we could see an upward movement higher, targeting the high of 2 weeks ago. I would trade through go vividly. Go listen to the last week's market review, market analysis. You see that I actually stated it clearly. Unfortunately, we didn't trade higher, but we actually traded to the downside objective, to retest the bullish order block. That has been done. That was, you could see the rejection on Friday. It traded to it, and then you see that sharp rejection. So the signature here suggests that we would be trading higher. All right. Now this is like a support, okay, support level. It has come to retest the bullish order block to pair up more orders to go long. So we expect that new trading week we should expect higher prices in the dollar. Okay, the dollar should give us higher prices. Now what negates that? What negates it is if we trade below this bullish order block and close below it. If we close below it, if a candle, on the daily chart, if we trade and close below this bullish order block, then our buy side objective in the near term will be put on hold, and then we'll change gears for sell. Okay, we'll target this area and ultimately this area. That if we get to this area, then this low will be taken out. But I don't see that happening. I feel that this I strongly feel that this bullish order block is going to act as support, which it has already done. I want to see higher prices on the dollar trading above this 2 weeks high, and then ultimately tapping into this area that I marked out, this area of inefficiency, the CB. And then if that happens, then the first week of March we'll trade, to take out these highs over here. That's this double tops we have here on the weekly time frame. So I'm still bullish on the dollar. What just happened, because of course this is a breaker block. This up close candle before this down move has been broken to the upside, so this is a breaker block. You can see that it's consolidating there, to gather up more orders to send it higher. So that's why I'm saying that except the breaker block gives way, and it will be indicative if this particular candle here on the day, let's go back to the daily time frame, this bullish order block, if it gives way, if it's broken, the support broken, then we will resume our downtrend. For now, we are still bullish on the dollar. Okay, that's on the dollar. Let's look at 4 hours time frame. So we saw, I think this was hold on, this was where we were last week, and then we traded down. Hold on, what date is this? Okay, this was where we were. Yes, this was where we were last week. Then rallied up, traded down on Tuesday. It was Wednesday price action. Thursday, taking out this low and then trading into some area. I think if you measure from this low to this high, that could be around 50% level. Let's see if that is exactly what happened. Let's see. Okay, it didn't get up to 50%. It didn't get up to. Okay, so I don't want to see this low violated anymore. I want to see press higher to the upside. So that's for the dollar index. I am still bullish on the dollar. Let's go to fiber. That's the Euro USD. So on the Euro USD weekly time frame, what happened? Let's see what happened. So we expected a downward movement, of course, because I wanted dollar to go up. So if dollar should go up, then this should go down. It didn't give us that because dollar actually traded down to its discount array, so that gave room for Euro USD to rally. Okay, but still within the confine of this breaker block. Okay, on the weekly time frame. So we're still this is just showing some form of consolidation around the breaker block. And now what do we anticipate going into this new trading week? So we could see that the rejection block was purged. It didn't take out this high. It didn't take out this high, but the rejection block was taken out. Retested this bearish order block. So we expect that we're going to see lower prices on this pair. If you look at this bearish order block, this bullish candle, we could see that the mean threshold was not violated from the high to the low. Sorry, right there. We see we traded it closed below the main threshold, so that is indicative of the fact that it doesn't want to go higher. All right, so we want to see lower prices, henceforth we want to see lower prices. Okay, came back up, took out this high, came back, retested this bearish order block, and then we saw the sharp rejection. So we want to see downward movements. These are relatively equal lows. We have this low here. I want to see it that traded through next week. So I want to see this bullish order block should give way. You know, it shouldn't act as support anymore. The support should be broken. We should trade below this low. So that's what I'm looking at. I don't want to see we could see that I think for the month of February, it opened here rather, traded up, went down, and want to see if we can go lower. Okay, even if it doesn't take out this low, but at least it should break this particular proportion block. It should break it to the downside. We have relatively equal lows, so it should break. I think that should be our short-term objective for this week. This equal lows here should be pushed. We have on 4 hours basis, this is a BC. This BC should not act as support. It should break it down, so it should be like an inversion FVG, traded through, and then we'll come find some support and resistance there to go lower. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so downside objective on the heels of dollar rallying. So if dollar rallies, then it will give room for this to go lower. So give room for this to go lower. Let's go to the cable. So we're still consolidating, right? I told us that until dollar has significant rally or decline, this will still consolidate around this area, and that's what has happened for the month of February. It was purely consolidating. Nothing significant happened on this pair. What do I expect going into next trading week? This is a bearish order block, has been respected multiple times, so I want to see sharp rejection lower, take out these equal lows that we wanted to be taken out last week. It didn't. So this week I want to see that that traded through on the heels. Like I said, if dollar goes up, if dollar rallies higher, then this will break lower, taking out these equal lows, and then see if we can trade into this area of inefficiency. So that's for the cable. That's for the K. So multiple attempts to go higher and has been met with strong resistance. So we want to see downward movements. Buy side liquidity has been pushed multiple times. So we want to see, a trade down, trade lower. That's what we are looking at on this pair. On Aussie weekly time frame for the Aussie, the same thing. This is your breaker block that's traded back to it, bearish breaker block traded back to it on weekly time frame. Breaker block right here. Look at it, this down close candle, look at it, traded back to it again right here, tested the close. So we want to see a rejection going lower. This low is what I'm anticipating. I wanted to trade to this low. Weekly daily time frame, it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Around this bearish order block, multiple attempts to go higher, but it couldn't, met with resistance. So want to see it go down, go lower. Want to see it go lower. Want to see it go lower. All right, that's what we're looking at. I want to see it. If this particular proportion block gives way on to the upside, then we'll sweep these highs. I don't see that happening, but it could happen. I'm actually bearish. I'm actually bearish on this pair, AED USD, multiple consolidation or through last week. So I want to see a sharp rejection downward. That's what I'm looking at. Buy side liquidity has been pushed multiple times, traded back to this bearish order block. This one here, see, traded back to it on Thursday. This was Thursday. Traded to it on Thursday, rejected, came back. We have CB, traded to the CB. So I want to see a rejection lower, targeting these lows here, these lows, and then let's see if it has willingness to break below this bullish order block. Okay, so that's for the Aussie. On our Kiwi, what did we see last week? So we also anticipated downward movement. It didn't give us that. We rather traded up to fill in this area of inefficiency right here, this low to this high. That's fading completely, and then I want to see it show bearish candle next trading week. If our analysis on the dollar is correct, then this will break lower to go down. Although looking at this, the way it traded into this breaker block, it has filled it completely and even closed above the mean threshold, and that is not good. But it could change if dollar starts rallying higher. Then this will give way and start going lower. Okay, so let me take it off. On the daily time frame, what did we see? It's been bullish. That's finally, let's see, did it finally fill in this CB? No, just fell short of it. So we could see a Monday or Tuesday rally up, take out last week's high, and then see sharp rejection lower. I think we have a high impact news on this pair next week, so I want to see that show bearish movements, to give offer sell side to all these buy sides that we have here. So we could have that Monday Tuesday effect, creating the high of the week on Tuesday, and then a sharp rejection, trade lower, and then this is where I'm targeting, back to this weekly bullish order block. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, so I want to see sharp movements to trade lower. 4 hours time frame. What do we see here? This FVG field. This FV, okay, it didn't even trade to fill in halfway. That's the little portion I want to see fill in on Monday or Tuesday. It's still inside this bearish order block. So it has gotten up to, I think, let's see, okay, from this high to this low. Yeah, so Monday, Tuesday could fill in up to that 79% and then give up the ghost to start. So optimum trade entry setup will be ideal for this pair next week because we are bearish. So if we're bearish on this pair, which is bullish on dollar, then this should send price lower. This area of resistance, this area should act as strong resistance to send price lower. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for. All right, let's go to the next the next asset. We have the Loni USD card. So for the USD card, what do we anticipate? What did we talk about? We wanted it to go higher. It went higher, but it didn't break. It didn't take out the high we were expecting because dollar could not rally as much as we wanted. It actually declined. So this just, traded back to the bearish order block and resisted. So I want to say push through above this bearish order block. That's what I'm looking at. Sorry. Okay, let's go back. So all right, so what do we expect now? We want to see this bearish order block traded through, okay, because the dollar, we expect the dollar to rally higher, and USD card is directly positively correlated to the dollar index. So because the dollar is the base currency, okay, so if that is the case, then it should go higher. All right, dollar should rally higher, then this also should rally higher. On daily time frame, we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Thursday swept the lows, cleared out buy side liquidity, swept into the rejection block, tap back into this bullish order block. So want to see higher price, this high, this one should be taken out. I think that should be last week's high, and 2 weeks high rather. I want to see trade through this and then get to this level. We have equal highs. These are too clean. These levels are levels I'm looking at. So we have one, we have another one here, another one here. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. These are my two premium arrays I'm looking for, with expectation that dollar will go higher. Okay, please let's take note of that. If dollar goes higher, then this will go higher. Then the next one on 4 hours time frame. So this has swept this low. All right, rejection block here has been taken care of, back into the bullish order block on the daily time frame. So I want to see higher prices now on the dollar, on dollar card. That's our Loni. I want to see the buy side liquidity swept, and then this bearish order block should not act as a resistance. It should trade through it, it should break it, and then take out this side. That's my prognostication going into next week. Okay, then the USD CHF, our Swizzey, we expected bullish prices. It gave us that last week, traded into that area I outlined. Can you see? Perfect delivery. I want to see it one more time. I trade into that. This is a breaker block, so I want to see trade into this before any form of bearish movement. Okay, so on daily time frame, this is no more salient. It has taken, it's been traded through, so we don't need that anymore. All right, so what do we expect? We expect prices to trade into this CB and then trade above it. If it trades above it, then to act as support to go higher. Remember, we are still very much bearish. We are still very much bullish on this pair. We're very much bullish on this pair. We're very much bullish on this pair. Okay, so what do we expect? Higher higher prices. We expect higher prices. We expect higher prices on this pair. Okay, so that's about that. Let's go to 4 hours time frame. Sell side liquidity has been pushed back to bullish order block right here. Yeah, this bullish order block, you can see our price traded to it on Thursday. So that has been taken care of. Let's look at it here. So that's it. So we want to see higher prices. Okay, BC has been filled back to this bullish order block, so we want to see higher prices on our CHF, our USD CHF, our Swiss. Then our Japanese yen, our yen pair. What do we expect? I'm still very bullish. It's been very reluctant, very reluctant, but you can see how it's been trading higher, and trading higher. This is our target, so we're still bullish on this pair. Daily time frame: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Very slow movement, but ultimately this is where we are going to. This is where we're heading to. Nothing here on the left hand side of the curve shows any form of resistance. Okay, this bearish order block, I don't see that as resistance. This is really liquidity is resting, because people that sold this, their stop loss is resting here, so the market will want to gravitate to taking out the stop losses over there. So that's where my eyes going to, and you can see that down close candles have been respected, and then up close candles have been violated. So I want to see the market's structure is very bullish. Until we take out this high, I am still very bullish on this pair. So that's for high. We are bullish. High. We are bullish. High. We are bullish. We are very bullish. Very bullish. Indices. Our indices. What did we see last week? We saw bullish movements on our indices last week. Like I told us last analysis session, I told us that we shouldn't fight the bullish movement, because this is bullish. It's been bullish. That's taken out all-time high, so there is nothing to frame this. So there's no resistance here, so you could keep trading higher until market gives us another form of signature. Right now it's bullish. Right now, as I told us, I said no trading of reversal until on weekly time frame this particular low is violated, and you can see how it's impressing higher. So those of you that have been trying to trade the reversal, you can see you would have been crying by now, because like I told us, we cannot fight the bullish trend right now. You have to ride the trend, trade according to what market is giving to us. Daily time frame: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we're bullish. Maybe if this low is broken, this particular bullish order block, if it's broken to the downside, then maybe, and then trades back as resistance to go low, then we might want to on the near term, bullish bias will be truncated if this particular bullish order block is broken to the downside. Until then, we are still very much bullish. We are still very much bullish on this pair. We are very much bullish. So going forward, if it trades to this this high or this particular breaker block, if it trades to it, then look for buy side buy setups to go long. Okay, if it trades to it, that should be around the 50%, I suppose, from the high, the low to the high. Yes, that's so you could trade into this. We have little area of inefficiency. That's also permissible. You could trade to it and then still rally higher. That's permissible. That's very much permissible. Okay, so we are still bullish across all the indices. We are bullish across all the indices. We are bullish. We are bullish. So we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday created a low in this case, and then it rallied higher. On SP500, same thing. Wednesday created the low and then rallied higher. US 30 Wednesday also created the low and rallied higher. So we're bullish. So SP500, Nasdaq 100, and US 30. That's Dow Jones Industrial Average 30. They're all bullish. So we are still bullish. So for this 4 hours time frame, it could trade to this old high or this particular one. It's fine. In any case, if it trades to it, we will look for buy setup to go long. Same thing applicable to Nasdaq 100. If it trades to this breakout block here, trades into this area of inefficiency, that could act as catalyst, support to take price higher, because this should be the discount from this low to this high. This should be below 50%. So if it does that, it trades into discount, we could look for higher prices on the on this pair. Okay. The next one is our gold. So for gold, weekly time frame, we expected price to actually decline. Yes, I expected this to decline because I wanted dollar to go higher. Because dollar declined, this rallied higher, but it's still inside the range between this high to this low. It's still within the range. So nothing, it could go up, it could go down. Nothing here suggests any high probability trade, okay, or high probability setup. It's still trading inside the range. So for swing traders and short-term traders, avoid gold for now. You could, if you're intraday trader or scalper or day trader, fine, you could trade gold looking at external and internal range liquidity as your basis for your framework, okay, for your setup. But for short-term trades or long-term swing trades, please avoid gold for now, because it could go either up or down. It's trading inside the range, okay, within this range. So nothing significant here, though I am of the opinion that it's going to go lower. That's my own long-term bias for this. I am of the opinion that it will trade lower. We have sell-side liquidity resting here. This is the bearish order block, and it has respected it multiple times. So if dollar goes higher this new trading week, that could send price lower, okay, that could send price lower, or it could just consolidate. For now, I'm not touching gold. For now, I'm not touching gold. So that's for gold. This high has been broken, and we could want to sweep this high as well for gold. That's why I said, and that's within this high to this low. So there is nothing fantastic about gold right now. It's trading within the range high to range low, around the equilibrium level, I think. Yes, the high to this low, okay, just traded into premium. So that we could send price higher into the 79% retracement and still go lower. But ultimately, I am bearish long term. I'm bearish long term. So I'm not going to touch gold for now until it gives me clear signature on what it wants to do. So be very nimble if you're a gold trader. Don't have a high expectation on gold, because it's consolidating right now. Okay, for our BTC, Bitcoin. So very soon, that area I outlined, it almost got to it. This area here almost got to it. You can see almost got to it. I'm still bullish for now. After next week, then I'll see if it's going to give me signature to be bearish. But for now, I'm still bullish. Okay. So the framework for, what do you call it, for Bitcoin, we are still bullish. Now it could come lower, retest this high. Because this is an old high. It could retest this high. and still go higher. Okay, so if we see lower prices on BTC, that could just be, because it's been going up, so you could just want to offer some form of sell side, retesting this old high. You could also trade into this area of inefficiency, and then that could also, be a trading objective for this week. If we start seeing downward movements, all right, these are the two areas: the high, old high, and this area of inefficiency should be our two areas to watch price trade to. Then if it gets to those areas, I want to see sharp rejection and then upward movements, all right, until it fulfills our objective I outlined told us weeks and months ago. All right, so that's it. To recap, I told us that we expect the dollar to go higher. So if dollar goes higher this new trading week, then Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, and NZ USD, gold as well, they'll all be bearish. But if dollar breaks lower, takes out this bullish order block and closes below this bullish order block, that will make the foreign currencies, Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, NZD, to rally higher. Okay, so please, let's understand what I'm saying very, very well. Okay, USD CAD, USD CHF, and USD JPY, we expect bullish prices on the heels that dollar would also rally higher. Our indices for now, we are bullish because it's broken all-time high and it's been going higher. Okay, so we don't want to fight the trend. We want to allow the markets do its thing. Okay, so that's about that. For gold, it's trading within the range, so be very careful with gold. Bitcoin, until it gets to our target, our objective, we are still very much bullish. So that is it, guys. Like I always say, trade with caution. Don't over risk, don't over trade, and don't over leverage. The markets is not your father's property. We trade as in line with what we see and what the market offers us every single day. We'll see you guys next weekend. From here, from me, it is good night.